Alright guys, we're back. I'm your boy D'Anthony, I'm my boy Don here.
Yes, sir.
And we're Break Room Blitz, baby. So, rules on the channel, make you laugh or smile. Go ahead and like. Even if we make you upset, just go ahead and do that, okay? It helps us. Alright?
Alright.
Just show mercy, okay?
Yeah.
We make you think or you disagree. Go ahead and comment. We will let you know why you were wrong, because we're always right.
Why?
And if you want to see our beautiful face every week,
Of course. Look at this. Look at this.
exactly, ladies, hit up,
Ladies.
hit up that notification or subscription button with a notification bell, and poof, pow,
Bing.
there we go. We'll be right there waiting for you.
Yeah.
All right. So, special shout out to all the little bit of fans that we do have.
You
We
know
do
who you
appreciate
are.
you guys.
Yeah.
You're always commenting, always watching, and we do appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, we went to go see
Mid90's.
Mid90's. Who we got in that?
So, got a lot of new actors. It's
Alright, well.
I got it right here. Alright, so main actor Sunny. I'm gonna tear up their names. Sulajek, Catherine
She wasn't in it.
Waterzone. I know the mom. Lucas Hedges.
Yeah, we're watching these credits in the beginning. I'm like, who the hell are these people? You gotta change your name. Don't you know Hollywood changes their names?
Nah, just don't do it.
I don't know who these people. I can't even pronounce the name.
But we will get it.
Who's I guess the producer?
Nikhil Smith, Olin Prenant.
We need to see all these people who don't
Gio
know. No one knows.
Galicia. Cause man, I you know what I do appreciate is like these like up and coming actors. They're like brand new faces. I hate seeing the same faces all the time.
Sure,
So
but they probably weren't actors. They was probably just some kids they got. to be
even
actors.
better.
So we're not gonna know who they are.
That's fine. It's cool.
But the person that we are gonna know, the producer.
Jonah Hill. He wrote it. He directed it. He did the thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, if you like Jonah Hill,
Yeah. Why not?
then you should go check this out. Or you might listen to our review and might not want to go check it out. But if you're one of those fanboys, there you go, Jonah Hill.
Yeah, like his first movie ever.
Really?
Yeah, directing.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you check on his name?
It's verified. Just take my word for it.
No, we got a fact check.
All right, I'm gonna fact check that right
It's all
now.
about facts on this channel, okay?
Facts.
So why you look that up? What was it? What's the
Oh, I guess he's directed Danny Brown Ain't Funny video. I don't know what that is. And Sarah Bareilles Gonna Get It Over You.
Okay, so it's his directorial debut.
Basically.
He was
yeah,
right.
Thank you.
What's the ratings that we're getting so far?
All right, so IMDb is giving it a 7.7 out of 10. Metascore 68. And then let me get you Rotten Tomatoes real quick.
Rotten Tomatoes.
So I think Rotten Tomatoes, yeah, we gave it the critics 81%, and then the audience score 95%.
Well, that's one to see it.
Want to see it? Okay, my bad. All
I
right.
don't think anyone's seen it yet.
So critics, yeah.
Well, I'm just jumping right in there.
What'd you think, sir? Mid
I'm-
90s. Did you grow up in the 90s?
I grew up in the 90s.
All right. And what year were you born?
Don't worry about all that. 86,
Yeah.
baby, 86.
All right, that's right. Be proud of that, man.
I'm still young.
Yeah.
Still young and strong. Ah.
All right.
So I'm just jumping right in what I thought about it.
Yeah.
I thought that the acting for those, I guess, actors were pretty good. They didn't seem like actual actors, so it kind of made it kind of authentic. Like it was really someone with a camera shooting it, like a handheld.
Right.
It was shot in standard def,
Yeah.
so that was interesting.
Very
That was weird. I was like, I feel like I can't see. I'm constraining my eyes. What's going on the sides?
Right.
Guess I'm just spoiled with the whole HD now.
Right.
The music was very lacking for the 90s. I guess they just couldn't afford to license some of the music.
Right.
But they could have did something. Someone from the 90s they could have done.
Yeah, yeah.
And then some of the music they did put in there was kind of weird. Like flutes and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Is this
Yeah.
a party?
It was
or-
It was more of a score of the movie
Yeah,
score.
It was just
Yeah.
weird. But the paraphernalia, I thought was pretty cool. You know, they had like Polo
It's not
Sport.
cool. Oh.
Ralph Lauren.
Oh yeah.
They had like Street Fighter T-shirts on. I guess
Fighter.
kind of how we do now.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, the Ninja Turtle blankets, dude. I had those growing up.
I didn't.
Oh man,
Couldn't afford those, but
so good.
it wasn't the '90s that I was used to. It's more like a white boy '90s kind of.
It was skater scene '90s, yeah.
Because the things that went on in their household, the main character, I don't relate to that. I don't tell my mama to shut the hell up.
No,
shut the hell up. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, he about to get slapped.
I was waiting for that, yeah.
Never did. She just kind of like, okay, Billy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? So, and then it was kind of like they, hung around with a lot of the people. I'm not trying to be mean, but they hung out with bums. How about that? They hung out with a lot of bums. They were just trying to be bums.
In the street, yeah.
I mean, I grew up in South Central, and we didn't hang out with bums. It just wasn't the '90s that I knew. Yeah. We hung out with each other.
Yeah.
But it wasn't we going to this skate park to hang out with bums.
Right.
So it was a little different for me. Not always relatable. Sometimes it was funny because they did have black people in it. Mm-hmm. So it was, they used the N-word a lot. And I used to use it a lot when I was a kid. I remember asking my mama, can I use the N-word? Because I thought she was going to say no, so I had to ask. Yeah. She ended up saying yeah. I don't use it anymore. I try not to anyway. So that part was relatable. They all had different aspects to them. One was like he wanted to get up out the ghetto. One was just kind of like, well, this is just how it is.
Right.
One, didn't really know who he was, and he was trying to seem like he was cool to the younger main character. Like they all had their own characteristics.
Yeah.
So I did like that. It wasn't as bad as I thought. It wasn't as wicked as I thought. I thought it was gonna be more like that movie Kids, which was pretty bad.
That was really bad.
It wasn't like that. It was kind of like grounded, and it wasn't. What else did we said? Like sausage party.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be kind of like sausage party.
Like very.
Like it starts off kind of like right. Starts off good, but then all of a sudden it's gonna go downhill.
Right.
I was waiting for that. It didn't do that. Right. So I did like it. I enjoyed it. If I had to rate it, I would probably give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Yeah. I would, if I rewatch value, maybe one more time.
Yeah.
Okay. But probably nothing after that.
Right. Yeah. No, I feel you on that. I'm right around there. I really appreciated what they did with just choosing the actors that they chose. It did feel really authentic. This is more of a period piece to the '90s. I can see that they were really trying to make it authentic to the '90s with the whole you were saying where's my widescreen HD screen, because the theater, it literally cut off. We had black bars on the side. So you're right in there you're watching a tube TV. Right. So already I kind of felt a little bit of that nostalgia. And then just the kid showing the rooms and everything, and just the whole filmography of it was very rustic to the period. Yeah. Like you said, it felt like somebody was just following around with the camera, just shooting this thing, Right. So that was great. I like that a lot. I like the actors. These new kids, I really hope that this is their breakout moment, and they just really just go out and do other things, because we start recycling these different little Hollywood kids, and we see them starting doing It or Stranger Things and all these different movies, but it's just we could only use the same face so many times. You know what I'm saying?
We can use it as many times as they like.
Hey, but we got to give these new bucks a chance, So I appreciate that. Right. It's just a whole different style of film, right. And I feel that especially right now. Within the past couple of years, the '90s and all the, you were saying, the swag and everything is really making a huge comeback with that whole retro style. I've seen a lot of the clothing coming back, the shoes. I remember my brother, when he was growing older, my older brother, and he had the Nike Shox, and he really got into shoes, and you know, the Adidas and all this stuff. So
all the stuff I didn't have in the 90s. But all right.
I mean, I didn't have it myself. He had it. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, it was just like a lot of that nostalgia. The music, I really wish they would have played a lot more of that music, because we got like maybe one really good track in there that just like, I was like, this is dope. So I really wish that they would have put that more, but hey,
I guess they just couldn't afford it.
I think that's what it was. I think they were just on a budget.
But you don't have to have the hits of the 90s.
No, I'm not asking for any.
You can have some of the one-offs,
right.
You know, the people who only had one song and it fell off.
Oh, yeah.
You could have did that, something.
And there was like a restaurant scene where they were playing Boys to Men, which I was just like, oh, this is kind of funny, you know? It's just like background music. Yeah. So I was just like, all right, this is kind of cool. So it was things like that like were like really nostalgia for me. Again, I really appreciate that they didn't make it so dark, because, you know, hanging out with that kind of crowd of kids, you know, drugs and alcohol are going to be around, and hanging out on the streets even more so. And I just thought that it was going to get really dark, and it didn't.
That was my one issue, is that I feel like it should have got dark, especially at the very end.
Yeah.
Because of what they were doing. I mean, you know, sometimes people just, you know, get lucky or blessed, and it doesn't happen. But I feel like the way they were going, it probably should have been way worse than how it ended.
Yeah.
But that's just me personally.
It kind of gave it like more of a American ending, almost American style film, and not like
happy endings,
like international European. Right, exactly. But I mean, you know, I appreciated what they gave it, as far as like, you know, the struggles that they kind of showed a little bit back and forth. It didn't get too dark. Again, these are like really young kids, especially the main one, Stevie. I mean, I think he was playing a 13-year-old, but he looked like super young, like 11 or something. I don't know.
10.
Yeah. And so I was just like, oh man, this is about to get really weird. And I mean, they're about to abuse this kid right now.
We'll get into that with the conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion. But as far as what this movie gave me, you know, I kind of got goosebumps a couple of the times. It gets really sad, and it gets really funny. And it's just like
I didn't hear about these parts.
Kind of an adventure that I really liked about it. It was kind of a short movie too, so I wish I just wanted to see more and more of it. I could keep watching this. Like, honestly, like if they made it a series, a TV show, I would just keep watching it. If I had to give it a rating, I'm like at a 4.5, or I'll say a 4. I'm just gonna say a 4.
You're gonna take a whole half a point off.
I don't know. It's just
hey, okay.
There were just like a couple of things that I just felt like they didn't dive further into. But I mean, it is what it is.
Like the brother.
Yeah, and I mean, there's just a whole piece of time that was missing. So I mean, I really liked what they gave us, and I mean, 4 out of 5. I would definitely rewatch it again. I probably won't watch it that many times, but I can see myself going back and rewatching it like maybe once a year. Honestly, like it's like one of those.
That's a lot of time. You got a lot of years left, right?
Hey, man, yeah.
That's a lot of times.
It's just one of those things that I just want to go back and rewatch, just because it's such a really good, authentic, like period piece for like a time that I remember myself. That like, you know, I didn't really go through all that, because I didn't like do all of that.
You had better parents.
I had way better parents. My parents were just like, you're not going over anybody's house. You're definitely not going to be out that late. I mean, as soon as it's dark, you're in.
Right. The street lights is on.
Yeah.
Where are you at? You should be right here in front of me.
I wouldn't even think about that. I mean, yeah,
right.
it's just not something that slips my mind. I mean, I do know people that were like that, you know, and it did happen. So, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it was a true to heart story. They didn't embellish anything. I didn't feel like.
Right.
And we all know people like that. We just didn't hang around them. We didn't, you know, actually be out to the crack of dawn and sleep overnight at skate parks. We didn't do all that, but we know people.
You think they'll start doing more and more of these movies now that this one kind of like made like a throwback almost?
I mean, I thought that they've been doing that. We got the X-Men going back into 80s and 90s.
Yeah, but I mean,
We got Stranger Things going
Yeah.
to the 80s. I mean,
actually, that's a good point because I think with the new Stranger Things coming out, it's going to be like after the 80s now. They're kind of growing up.
good. Well, all right. So that's our review, guys.
Yeah.
To not digress on something totally
I
different.
know, right? Yeah.
But we're gonna have a discussion. So if you haven't seen that video, after this one, go ahead and check out the discussion video, and we'll get into some details and some spoilers. Okay.
All right.
All right, guys. So I'm your boy D'Anthony,
Adan.
and we're Break Room Bliss. Oh, where can we find you?
You could also find me on Facebook and Instagram at PwnedPops, PWNEDPOPS. I make custom Funko Pop figures with like LED lights and really cool stuff. So check me out.
You can find me on all our social media, Break Room Blitz, just like on the YouTube channel, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Okay? Okay. All right, guys, we're out.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, I know I gotta turn off the camera.
Hollywood.